I feel like Macron has like a clearer strategy and is like more
Yeah,
forceful than certainly like any American president since Reagan. And Reagan was acting in a kind of a weird globalist interest. I feel like Reagan was working not for the United States, but very much for NATO and kind of this transatlantic understanding, whereas Macron is playing for the home team. Like I feel like he's just playing for France.
yeah. And the French, they do that. Like, it's not only Macron, because well, the France has nuclear warheads. Like,
Yeah.
it's a nuclear country, and countries that have nuclear weapons, uh, they can afford to play their own cards better than countries that do not.
And like I read
Right?
the Caspian report, I think, where they're talking about kind of like France and in Western Africa, and about how like everyone feels like there's decolonization in Africa, but the French were actually just did it as a PR strategy, and they were like super smart about it.
Mm.
They maintained all the financial ties. So if you're one of those West African countries, you're required to like have your gold with them. There's a lot of like weird currency relationships,
Yeah, definitely.
huge outflows.
Yeah, like if you try to, I don't know, maybe like let's say you own an energy company and you want to provide the electrical grid for some town in Madagascar,
Right.
like you're going to be in trouble with French companies who already do that. Like they control that market
That's
completely.
so bad.
Yeah, and the French actually are very advanced because they have this institute. It's like an intelligence agency. Well, they have many intelligence agencies, like a lot of countries, but they have a specific one for economic intelligence.
Wait, like
Yeah.
investment.
So like they help a lot their entrepreneurs, and if you're a French millionaire who wants to open up and do business in Indonesia, they will help you and they will get you in contact with people there. And so you're not alone. It's very efficient. And Spain does not have that, or England does not have that. So they're going to have that.
We prosecute countries for bribery, which is crazy.
What was that? Sorry.
We prosecute countries for bribery, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like don't even try to compete when like you're like prosecuting for like international bribery. Like because so in France, so it's not just that the companies can bribe, it's not just that they can go aggressively into it, is that there's like literally an intelligence agency dedicated to feeding them espionage, telling them like who like so like if you're in a contract negotiation in Indonesia as a French company,
Mhm.
like do you have like a liaison officer who's like feeding you intelligence on the counterparty?
I don't know, but I mean, there is an intelligence agency that does that kind of thing. So I would not be surprised. Like, the aim of that intelligence agency is to help uh, French economic activity abroad. So that would make sense. Like,
That's so smart.
yeah,